the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With that, let's head over to Raymond James Stadium in Tampa for the call of this one. We bring in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. And one advantage for this offensive unit is the big target, Mike Evans.
Play to his strength, his size and catch radius. Throw it up there, let him go get it.
This is Hunt on the draw play. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. We'll look now at the defensive starting lineup for the 49ers. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
From the 44, Winston. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. To throw is Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Jameis to throw it. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And a quick look now at the offense for the 49ers.
One thing for us to keep in mind and remember, they're coming off of their open week last week. They got to sit home and relax a little bit before the final stretch of the season. They got the lucky draw because every team in the league wants to have that open week later in the year rather than early. They benefited.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. This is what the defense is going to look like for Tampa Bay. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Check. Lucky.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. To throw, it's Garoppolo. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Vita Vea in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Mike, 53, Mike.
On play action, Winston. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Let's go!
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
13 yards there and a Niner first. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That's Mike McGlinchey, former first-round pick out of Notre Dame with a penalty. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Finding some room at midfield. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. On third and long, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at about the 14. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now on 2nd and 13, Winston, and he completes it to Hunt. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Off the play fake, Winston. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. These two teams all tied after one.
53 is the mic. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Hey, watch the edge. Watch the edge.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Single. I got a single in the slot.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Niners' 37.
Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. A 2nd down throw for Winston. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Winston on 3rd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. On first down, here's Breida. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Mike 52, Mike 52. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Garoppolo, he's going to give this to Breida on the draw. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Hunt. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. You go tight.
On second down, here's Henry. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Now Winston.
Good job, fellas.
Bradley Pinion in punt formation for Buccaneers. The Niners take over.
Let's go. Let's do this. Let's go.
Complete to number 81.
Here we go.
A gain of 13 yards.
What we got? What we got?
First down.
Check 15. Check 15.
He was taken down.
Baby, get him, boy. Get him.
Here we go. 2nd and 12.
Everyone got 4 down.
38 yards.
Definitely. Here we go.
Taken down.
Mike, Mike,
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down. Garoppolo's pass. Incomplete from the contact. Brings up 4th down. The Bucs take over.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard
54's
line.
Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. He don't know no better.
Winston's pass.
Yeah, baby.
Complete to his tight end.
Watch that.
It's a
Check
pickup
Mike
of
54.
3.
Mike
Brings up
54.
2nd and 7.
Check
At the 23-yard line. A gain of
Mike
10 yards.
53. 53. Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go.
He was taken down by DeForest.
Mike 56. Mike
A
56.
6-yard pickup brings
I'm
up
going
second
back.
and 4.
I'm going back to you.
30-yard line. Kareem Hunt, the ball carrier.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you. Ready. Check 25. 53. Check 53.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Winston's pass, intended for O.J. Howard, incomplete. Dustin Hopkins on for the field goal, a 50-yard attempt. The kick is no good.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Here we go. 20.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Coming.
Garoppolo's pass.
You don't want no. Here we go. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Let's get it.
Here we go. 180.
Check. Watch the ass.
Garoppolo's
Go.
pass. Complete to
Let's go.
Jesse James.
It's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long day.
Here we go. No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here.
Target.
Here we go.
Second down pass. Complete to George Kittle. Garoppolo's pass.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Dante Pettis. An 8-yard pickup. First down, San Francisco.
Here we go. 180.
Come, baby. Let's go.
Here we go. 180.
52's the Mike, boys. 52. Hey.
That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown
Marty
there.
looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Garoppolo's pass, complete to George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Winston now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Winston. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. First down, Winston. That one is caught by Hunt. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a second down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Winston. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Stop your...
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Let's go, baby.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On 2nd and 12, Winston. He completes it to Evans. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. They go play action here on first down. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Here's Winston. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They run again with Breida. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, McClellan. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. On the delay, here's Breida. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Play fake, Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. Jameis now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. He finds his target. It's Evans. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Right there, 54 Mike.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 16, Winston. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
On play action, Winston. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for 2nd and goal. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. From 4 yards out. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Hunt going to run for it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
Let's go, let's do this.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
That's the way. Catch it, catch it.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Pettis hauling this in from Garoppolo. 13 yards there and a Niner 1st. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Well, the crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
This is Breida on the draw. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd down and 12. Garoppolo. James has got it. Complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Encroachment, defense.
So that one will be accepted. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Jameis now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. The Bucs on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun. Winston. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
He's checking,
Now the fullback, Juszczyk. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Fielded at the 20. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
On second down now, it's Person. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. On 3rd down, Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Henry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. From the gun, Winston. That's caught by Howard. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position. Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through. Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you? Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Garoppolo now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask. Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad. The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for 1st down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. 56.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. But it's going to be 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Again, it's Henry. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them. Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Garoppolo to try again on second down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. To throw is Garoppolo. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Pass interference.
Well, let's see who this is on. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Pettis once again the target, and it's second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. He finds McCoy. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Let's go, fellas.
Complete
Here we go.
to number 83.
Check 56.
First and goal.
Watch QB drop.
At the 9-yard line.
Watch QB drop.
Garoppolo again. And he will find his receiver Pettis for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They're looking to throw this. Winston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. To throw is Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
That'll be complete to Breida. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Buccaneers, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.